Hey, buddy, Thomas here, and step one complete. Diesel engine acquisition is now here. And right now, this is a 10 horse diesel. This is a clone because I wasn't willing to spend the $3,000 for the other one. However, this is one of the big boy clones with the 435cc actual 10 horse, not the 406cc. So this is actually took me a while to find this diesel, and I've only cranked it up once thus far, and I ran it just for a second. It cranks really easily. It does have an electric start as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the pull start to show you step one, engine acquisition complete, and yeah, we'll go from there. So stand by. So on this one right here, you've actually got, back up Lucy, you've got a run position everything has to be in. You've got your decompression lever at the top here. Pull this until she's tight. Decompression lever down. Now, the frame that it's on, it's gonna bounce all over the place. I don't wanna run it too long like this, but I do wanna run or show that it will crank up. Back up, Lucy. She's got some power to her, so I'm really anxious to see how this will perform on the Timberking 1220. So if any of y'all thought about this, this may be step one, is engine acquisition. And then I gotta make some measurements here real quick and see if she'll fit. I think she will. The weights and everything match pretty comparable to the 15 horse color that's on there currently. But this is right here, this is pretty much a torque powerhouse. So looking forward to it. So, this engine didn't come as just an engine. It actually came with a water pump on the back. I will be pulling that off. I have no need currently for looks to be a 3-inch water pump here for trash and whatnot. But yeah, if you can see on this right here, this is the 10 horsepower, 6.9 kW. It is the 435cc at 3,600 RPM. So, yeah, I am excited to have finally got this. It sounds exactly like the Yanmar that was on my LT15, because it essentially is a clone of that. You know, I really wasn't looking to get this type of diesel, but for the time being, I could not afford the other. But I'm anxious to see how this little powerhouse here will perform. So let me take some quick measurements, run back and check out the other. All right, so the tail of the tape, I'm gonna do some estimation here. If I say about 14 inches, that gives me a little bit of wiggle room. Yeah, that's 14 inches. This direction here, I want to say 19 inches, and height wise, we'll go ahead and say, put that at 20, we'll go ahead and say 21. So 14, 19, 21, weight's comparable. Yeah, so now we're gonna head back to the old Timberking and see if that works. All right, so I'm running out of light here, but in this direction, we are looking good. 19 is about the same this direction. As you can see, I've got plenty of clearance left to right. That should not be a problem. And height wise, you know, that's not gonna be a problem either. So 21 inches, what the other one was, that's pretty dang close. The only one that may be close, and that's based on where the shaft and everything is. So we're at 14 inches. And, you know, I think I'm gonna be okay. So 14 inches being there, that's not including the shaft that comes out. So I think I'll have about 2 inches to spare, which is about the same if you would look at this one here where the pull start used to be. That's close to 14-inch mark. In fact, it's pretty close. So I think dimensionally the diesel will fit. Now, this engine here still runs, but she's been on here since 2003, and she's been worked hard by a lot of people. I am actually going to probably use this engine for another project, or heck, I can even put it onto that pump there and use it as a pump for that. But I think, you know, if you know me, what I've kind of talked about and everything is, you know, I'm all about diesel power. So swapping this out to a diesel would be really nice. The really convenient thing based on the engine I have. So this exhaust goes straight up. Diesel exhaust goes where the fuel tank is on this one. And on the other diesel, the fuel tank is on this side where the actual, I guess, air box and stuff is. So that being said, exhaust will be going away from the user. The controls and everything are on the same side, so I have the same kind of controls to work with. And I'm actually debating whether I'm going to keep a similar control system like the one that's here. Again, I'm trying to work with my angles here. I don't know if I'm going to use the same. So this right here, it's just like a tensioned screw, and that right there adjusts the throttle, and then it clicks the clutch on once that gets above and everything. I might do that on a diesel. In fact, I could probably just take this exact throttle assembly off onto there. No need to worry about a choke on a diesel, so that'd be nice. Cold startups just require some time sometimes, but it does have an electric start, which is really nice. And yeah, in fact, this one has a oil filter, whereas the diesel has an oil screen. But everything is essentially in the same location. The only thing I've got to measure, and I'm just looking right here, is on my other one from center to center on bolts for, I'm sorry, trying to get my tape measure out here. For our center to center on bolts was 4 inches, and I'll be danged, it's 4 inches. I think this will be literally a straight up, you know, perfect match bolt on to the current plate that's on there. We're looking at the same weights. We're looking at roughly the same dimensions. The only measurement I haven't taken though is from the actual plate down here where she mounts to the shaft height. I may have to do some changes. This may have to come off, and I may have to run some different pulley and belt sizes, because I also have to figure out RPMs, if they're going to be running the same, what size pulley. I'm going to try with currently what's on here to see if that'll work. But if that doesn't work, then I'll have to look at blade speeds, maybe get some markings on there, get a timing gun out, and kind of figure out what our blade speeds are, and try to get the optimal blade speed for the engine. So really, really exciting stuff. The cool thing is I have a battery that will go right here, but as you can see, after years and years of use and rust, and it looks like battery acid got out and everything, she's going to require a complete overhaul. So I'm going to talk to the folks at Timberking and see if I can get some decals to go back on there, and I'll take this off and clean it up. Maybe not have as many warning signs on it when I'm done, because unless they have those stickers too, so we'll see. But yeah, we're going to bring her back to life and give her more power. So what was that, home improvement? More power. Whatever. Yeah, so this is gonna be fun, y'all. I am really excited to resurrect this beast right here and also try out some of my new ideas. First one, of course, being this, switching out a diesel onto this frame. Second one being the onto the head here. Second one being the extension of the frame. And the third and fourth, well, that's gonna be a surprise. I've got something I've been working on for a while, and this will really be my test platform to try it out and see if it works. But all right, stay tuned.